Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. So we're over on the pay to win account 35-8, and I'm hoping that we can go ahead, make a little bit of progression. I think we still have some of the Misty Valley to go ahead and complete, and looking for Raku. So once we built Allard, we're building Raku right now. We already have him at Mythic, so we just need a little bit of food so we can actually take him to Mythic Plus, and 3 more copies of him himself to take him to Ascendant, and that is going to be moving right onto Peggy. So we've actually been stocking up a little bit of food there for Peggy. As you can see, we already have a Hogan, and then we have a bunch of Hogans down here, guys. So we are starting to build Peggy, which is very, very cool, guys. Thank you guys for joining me. We got Sauce got in here. Javid is in here, probably super late where he is at. Restless Kenneth is in here as well. Dark Blaine, Victor, Pluto, and the Viper Industry. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to do a couple summons. And like I said, I don't think we finished out the Misty Valley yet, because we still need, we still need to finish out the Misty Valley so we can pick up the chest. We can pick up a lot more summons out of there. Roamer's Rhapsody we've completed. Almost everything is done, guys. The anniversary party is almost complete as well. Just have a couple more chests, which to pick up a copy of Peggy right there, as well as a couple more resources. If you guys didn't check, test server just came up with the new event. So it is the Magician's Hat event, which I am super, super stoked about. The Magician's Hat event, if you guys have not done it before, you get loot from every single pull that you do in the hat itself, meaning that you get Stargazer cards, you get red chest, you get a ton of emblems, you get a ton of stuff just out of doing the summons themselves. What's going on, Law? Ryan is here, and Omega as well. Thanks for joining me. All right, so I'm thinking that we should go ahead and we'll do the dailies really quick. So we pull this one time, nothing good out of there. Twice, 3, 4, and our final one, nothing really good, but we do get a considerable amount of essence out of there, which is good. I just hopped on right now, so we haven't done any of our dailies, haven't done anything as far as the account is concerned. So we'll buzz through this really quick. First time joining the stream. What's going on, Moha? And Jacko is, the event is up on the test server. Is Skarath plus 30? Skarath plus 30 is not really a necessity. You can build it in time to do more damage for team comps, but ultimately a lot of people are not building Skarath to plus 30. He's kind of pretty far down the list. That's kind of the thing. Yeah, exactly. Not fun at all. Perfect Javid, but not optimal. Like I said, you can build him for a little bit of damage, but ultimately you're probably not going to use him for that much. So it's up to you. And again, he is kind of far down the list. So we'll hit up the store really quick. We'll do a purchase out of here. And I want to get all the stones out of the Misty Valley. That way we can go ahead and do all of our summons. Just pushed my level on my second account from 240 to 320. Went from 22 to 20. Wow, Shane. That is like the Mythic Rowan prediction. That is awesome. Going seven champion or 7 chapters in that. What's going on, Hills? The Viper Industries. Is the Magician's Hat event a good one? Yes, it is absolutely awesome. It is probably one of my favorite events. And the big thing, like I said a little bit earlier with the Magician's Hat, is you get loot from every single pull. So every single pull, regardless of what it is, you do get a lot of different loot out of every single pull you do in there. When you're doing the 10 pulls, you have chances for Stargazer cards. You got chances for red chests. It is a lot of RNG. You can get Twisted Essence in there, but you pick up a ton of loot. Not only the event items that you use for summoning or spending in the store, but you get a ton in there. And exactly, just like dailies, more goodies. You get a lot of Stargazer cards. You get a ton of stuff out of there. What's going on, Monty? Welcome, new member. We got another new member, Monty, to the channel. All right, guys, so let's go ahead. We'll finish out this Misty Valley. We'll pick up a copy of, I believe, Raku. That is who we have in here, guys. There he is. I'm hoping these stones are going to do us pretty well here. We got a couple red chests, so I think we're at stage 10. I think we finished the first 10 through, so I think we're at 11 right now. So we got Lightbearer's Victory, and then defeat at least 3 heroes with the same hero. We can do that. Going to start saving my diamonds for the new furniture skin. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen, just like what Dark Blaine said, 7,500 diamonds will get you the new the new skin. The new skin if you want to pick that up. And look at that. Right under my picture, right down there is Monty's name, a brand new subscriber to the channel. Very, very cool. All right, so we always drop Ions in this one, and then we just go in here with some pretty much random light bearers, just because we know what he can do by himself, which is just absolutely demolish. Yeah, 7,500 for the new skin that's in there. So pretty expensive all in all, but essentially just like we've seen before, either you buy it now, you can buy it later. But ultimately, if you're looking for the skin, you have to buy the skin. So the skin is purchase only, unfortunately. So if you want to get Lorzen skin, again, you have to buy it. If you want to get Isold skin, you have to buy it. What's going on, Jacko? Got 100 of our bits over on Twitch. Thank you for the donation. I'm using Joker on the 5-pole. Who is doing more damage than Iran at 35? Yeah, so Joker on the 5-pole, of course, his ability is triggered by the pull. The problem that I find, Smoker, is that works really well, but for some reason, sometimes it doesn't work. And I don't understand it. So I've used Joker in the 5-pole before, and when I do the 5-pole, it doesn't trigger his all-out attack ability. And I don't know why. I don't know what I'm missing in there. 7,200. Oh, is it only 7,200, Alex? Might be 7,200 diamonds. All right, so Victory Maulers. And look at that. We got 2 of our furry best friends in there. But we need Maulers on this one. So we'll buff up Ions there. We'll go tank. And then we'll go, I guess, another tank with a little bit of support. What's going on, Germanuel? Welcome to the chat, or welcome to the live stream. Well, as old as my first account, but the difference is my main is pay to win and second is free to play, and I pulled 8 Mortis on my free to play without stargazing. Oh, that's awesome, Shane. I did the same thing. When I was looking for Mortis, when Mortis came out, we got lucky with just a ton of copies of Mortis. So we need Raku in this one. We need Pippa in this one. On the main account and the pay to win account, we got really lucky. Even here, Mortis is at Elite Plus. Really lucky with pulls on him. Really lucky on the Stargazer, which is kind of shocking. But we did the same, Shane. We got really lucky with the pulls we got there. I already have Tailene and twins built, and I'm about to be done with Lucretia. Yes, Alna. Nope, after you're done with Lucretia, Alna. Alna is absolutely awesome. Is Alna really worth before the 9 of 9? Yep, you have to build her. 3 of 9 will work for a lot of different formations. The 3 of 9 with Alna will work. The 9 of 9 is, of course, what's desired because of what she passes to the other hero. But like we said in the Grez Alna guide that they did a little bit ago, it will work. It will absolutely work. So here we need Wilder in 20 seconds in battle. So let's see. I know he's pretty good at burst. Let's try this one. I want to see if we can get the 20 seconds off with Ions. I believe that was 9 seconds that we got the win there. That was pretty easy. Ruin the free-to-play with... Yeah, I know, Kenneth. They've done quite a few skins now. They started with that Tassie skin a while ago. That was you had to spend 99 cents to get the Tassie skin, and now it seems like a lot of the skins they're following suit with the pay to get it only. Yeah, and that's it, Javid, and that's why I know if you guys don't know, when they originally introduced skins into AFK Arena, Brutus's skin had stats. So that was kind of the beginning. Brutus's skin had stats. Everyone lit up on Discord and Reddit because it had stats. So they completely just got rid of the stats that his skin had. And as they are today, they are completely stat free, which is good, because that would be a really game changer. And a lot of other games that went to stats on skins, especially if they make them pay to win, it's devastating. It's not good at all for the game. As a free-to-play using Chimera, Brutus, Belinda, Ascendant, I'm stuck on chapter 21. Advance hardly every couple days. So essentially, Moha, what you'll do is where you're at in chapter 21, you're either going to go with Belinda or Chimera. If you're going too damage heavy, AFK Arena is a lot more about crowd control. It's a lot more about the CC than it is much of anything else. So if you can go ahead and swap out, either keep Chimera, swap out Belinda, put some more crowd control in there, or even put in another solid tank, will help you progress. And again, having Chimera and Belinda in the same team comp doesn't work well at all, because it is very, very difficult to get either of them to really perform well when they're together. They die too quick. I'm struggling with my next Stargazer target. I have Legendary Zephyriel, which would help with my 6. Who else do you have, Hyatt? And this one is all the same faction, which we could actually just do support in here. Let's pull out some of our friendly support heroes. We'll see how this does. Yeah, Alna is really, really good with a lot of comps. She is very, very unique. What's going on, Jonathan? Thanks for joining the stream. I found this Misty Valley. Yeah, Sword. So since the beginning, when they kind of nerfed the Misty Valley, it's been relatively easy ever since the first, or it was really the second Misty Valley. First and second were very, very tough. Once they got through there, they seem to make the Misty Valley a lot easier, which is good. They did make them quite a bit easier. But looking cool. Yeah, that's right, Kenneth. The skins do look very, very cool. You should try Garrison Ainz, link with your main carry. Yeah, Omega, absolutely. Ainz, if you guys haven't seen or don't know at this point, Ainz is just absolute monster. Here we need Victory. Celestials do not trigger ultimate abilities 2 times. Ainz is just the end all for a hero. If he ults, it pretty much kills everybody, especially if you get him to ult twice, which boom, there's one ult. Took out everything but the immunity. And I believe we should have this one down. What's going on, Great Day? Thank you for joining us. I think Brutus, Eron, Tassi, and Lucius are the only free skins. Yeah, well, there was a couple. I mean, technically, Smoker free, yes. There was... Tassi wasn't free. Yeah, Tassi was the 99 cents. But ultimately, the being able to earn them is what they consider free. So if a free-to-play player has an option to earn the skin, it's free, essentially. It may cost a significant amount of resources, but ultimately it is free. I have Legendary Zap, no Alna, and I'm trying to decide on who's Stargaze. I already have Twins, Taylene, and Lucy Ascended. Honestly, Hyatt, I would go with Alna. Alna is replacing a lot of heroes when it comes to later team formations. Alna is very, very strong. So here we need Light Bears again. And if you don't have Hyatt, you could also just pick up a Elite Plus Mortis if you don't have Mortis at that point. Just because Mortis is such a necessity. When you get to a lot of the battles in the Twisted Realm can use an Elite Plus Mortis, essentially. Even the Abyssal Expedition will do well with an Elite Plus because he's substituted by relics. An Elite Plus Mortis will work very, very well. Yeah, Zephyriel does work in a couple stages, but a lot of Zephyriel is PvP. That's where he really, really performs well. Is it true there will be new Celestials or Hypogeans? Absolutely, Vic, there will be. What's going on, Sono Rez? Thank you for joining us. Yep, there's always going to be more heroes, guys. And I believe Dolly has been alluding to a new Celestial hero. So a new Celestial hero might be coming relatively quick. I think we need Brutus and K-Sauce. Ooh, this is going to be a pretty tough one, because I know Brutus we have no K-Sauce, no Brutus. All right, guys, let's see exactly what Ainz can do here, because it's not going to be pretty until we get some alts off. I'm hoping we can get a double alt. Look at that, Ainz all by himself. I'm using Eron, Leica, Tassi, Pharrell, Rowan, Dimensional Team, Alna carry, and I want to do Graveborn team. What is the best combo? Graveborn's honestly the easiest. Mad Aim is Damon. Damon will carry a Graveborn team regardless of who you have on the team. He is similar to Lucretia. He can do a lot of the team by himself. Yeah, I would definitely go. The big thing with Damon is you have to have him time to scale. Mad Aim, that's the big thing with Damon. So anyone who's going to give him support, a tank like Thorin that has to be killed twice to take some of the damage off Damon, Damon just has to, he has to be able to scale. You have to buy him time to scale. If you don't, Damon will die very, very quickly. He needs the time to scale, essentially. Which I think Ainz just totally killed that entire team by himself. I think the rest of the team died out. Look at that. Guys, almost 200 million damage. You can build CC. Yeah, exactly, Law. Yep, CC heroes around Damon. Anything that is going to go ahead and focus on his survivability. I've got the Mortis. My concern is raising Alna from nothing and the investment in time. Honestly, Hyatt, Alna is well worth it. She's used in any of the campaign stages. She's used in a lot of different team comps. I use her with Lucy. I use her with Grez now. Yeah, Alna is one of the biggest priorities for any players that are further in the game. It's one of the biggest priorities. Yeah, new Celestial is going to be coming soon. What's going on, board? Thank you for joining us. I really want a new Graveborn hero. I figure Sword on the side of the actual heroes, the 4 main faction heroes, that a new Graveborn hero is going to be next. What would be my thought? I think we did, what was it, Wilder, and then we did, what did we do? What were the last couple of heroes? We had Respin in there, which was Wilder. Then we had Raku, which was Wilder. Then we had Peggy. So Mauler, we just had Kren. We're due for a Graveborn. Guys, we're really, really due for a Graveborn. What's going on, Chris? Thank you for joining us for the stream. Yeah, so we are definitely due for a Graveborn hero. So without any mage or support. All right, so no mages, no support. So we got tank. What's going on, Board? He is raiding us again, guys. Board loves his raids. All right, so we got no support, no mage. So no support and no mage. So let's see. Add support. There's a warrior. We'll try out this route. Usually it'll go pretty quick. Basically, if I'm in chapter 35, I want to do Alna over Lucretia. Honestly, Nikon, I would do Lucretia first. Even though Alna does support a team and Alna is very, very strong, Lucretia, even at chapter 35 or even higher than chapter 35, she will take out stages by herself. That's really the big move from building Taylene first to building Lucretia first, is Nikon. Lucretia will take out stages by herself. So literally, you can have her with herself. I did a couple stages in 34 with 3 level 1 heroes, and she still won the battle just from her cheese aspect. So Lucretia definitely first. I would do over Alna just because she can do it by herself. It's crazy the damage that she can put up. Yeah, Respin, Raku. Yep, we got Kren. We got Allard, we got Peggy. Yeah, we're definitely, again, guys, we're really, really due for a Graveborn hero. And I'm paying half attention here to the campaign, but look at Respin, guys. Respin is very, very tough to deal with. Let's go this route. Thinking if we can pull in and kill. Should be able to get this one down. Cirrus is really, really tough to kill, guys. As you can see, when he is built, I am surprised with fighting Cirrus in here, especially with his signature item. He is very, very tough to kill. Might have it this time. Any guess when the new event? Usually, Alex, it just popped up on the test server literally today. So I would probably say usually give it 4 or 5 days and then it'll be up on the live servers. Usually once it's up on test, it doesn't take too long. And we're going to probably have to change this up a little bit. Let's go with another tank such as Damon. Damon can usually do it. Is Lucius your first ascended? Oh, yeah, Lucius, a lot of people do ascend very, very quickly. There we go, guys. We got it with no major support. Yeah. Lucretia is the one-woman team, guys. Last Greyborn was Silas. Yes, absolutely, it was Silas. Guys, I made a huge mistake. I spent a T3 stone on Drez before I used the swap scroll on him because I thought I could swim. Oh, I mean, Chris, not really a huge mistake. I mean, Drez is still used for quite a bit, including the Abyssal Expedition. So even if you're going to use Drez, I mean, so essentially what happens in, I know Board and I tested it. That tier 3 stone on Drez will get that special tier 3 bonus. If you put that stone onto Antandra, she will get the faction bonus tier 2 5-star gear on her. She doesn't get the additional little bottom bonus that Drez will pick up by wearing that item, but it will still be a faction tier 2 5-star piece of gear for Antandra, Chris. So just put it on her, and then if you use Drez, you use Drez ultimately. Kill 2 backline heroes first. So it's not 3 backline heroes, so not too bad. Plus it is Wilders. We are back to our Wilders again, guys. So we'll drop him in here because we love it. I'm going to go put him, I'm thinking maybe here. Just because I want to take out some of that backline very, very quickly. We're going to need, let's go this route. We'll see how it works. Does T3 stones appear in the store? I never saw any besides. I haven't seen the tier 3 stones in the store. They're in the guild shop. So it is random to pick them up in the guild shop, but you can pick them up out of there. They are in the guild shop. You know what? Let's go see. I think we can do it this way. Oh, she got banished. All right, so we're gonna have to take we're going to have to take Tassie out of here. Tassie can't. Should I go for Lucreta or Taylene in the gift card? I would go for Lucretia. Absolutely, I would go for Lucretia. Let's pull these 2 in. Let's drop her out. I think this is just going to take a little bit of RNG to get this one down because we're pulling both of them in. You know what? Let's go this route. That way we're not doing any damage to the front line yet. I don't think it should be fair because Ainz kills everyone at the same time. I think I'm going to have to take Ainz out of this. I don't think it's going to work with him killing everybody. So let's drop him out. I'm thinking we're not going to kill Rigby first. I think we got it that time. I think we did. Yep, there we go. If you put the gear on the hero of the same faction, it gives you... Yep, exactly. So since Drez is a Mauler hero and Antandra is a Mauler hero, they will still get... Yep, they will still get the bonus. Board and I was testing it yesterday. Or maybe the day before yesterday. But I wanted to make sure of it. Should I go for Lucretia? Yep, absolutely great day. Lucretia, go ahead and do it. Then focus on 5-tier ascended so you can get the second choice bowl. Yeah, use it. Definitely Rowan, guys. If you guys don't know, especially if you're newer to AFK Arena, Rowan is pretty much the superpower of AFK Arena. Just a super, super powerful hero all around. Rowan is definitely a solid choice to build. I'm going to go with some tanks up front. I don't want any new hero at the moment. I want the gear removal button and possibly 2 delete accounts after 1,000,000 tries. Oh, two delete accounts after 1,000,000 tries on the Brutus skin. Yeah, I know. The new heroes will come in time, Kenneth. They've been putting them out regularly, which we know, again, the Prince of Persia is in the game files. Don't know when he's going to be out, but it'll be probably, I'm assuming probably relatively soon that they'll go ahead and release a dimensional, which it's been a little while. I mean, they've definitely given us a little bit of a break with the dimensional heroes. But I think it's about time that Lilith is going to bring another one in here. I always go 2 times speed in these to see what happened. Yeah, Law, these go by, they go by very, very quickly. I just do it to save on time. Guys, we got a lot of loot. What are we on? We're on 20 already. Very, very nice. Celestials and the Hypogens. So let's go ahead and swap him in there, which we only need 4 of them. We'll go with our super friendly team here. There we go. We'll see how we do. Any opinions on Entendre? Not really fond of her. So Entendre does really well. The big thing with Entendre is she takes a full investment, meaning that Entendre is middle class, but even to get her to middle class, to get Entendre to really perform well, you have to have her plus 30 signature item. You have to have her furniture. If you can get her to scale, so if you can get her abilities up, Entendre is very, very tough to kill, and she is more of a solo hero. So a lot of reasons why players don't like heroes like Entendre and what really puts her in the middle class is looking at Entendre is she doesn't bring anything to the team. That's really the big thing to note, especially with AFK Arena, is when you're building teams, is what do the heroes bring to the team? When you have like Alna, she brings the debuff, she brings the haste. Entendre doesn't bring anything to the team, which unfortunately that's the case with a lot of Maulers. When you look at Titus, doesn't bring much to the team. When you look at Drez, doesn't bring much to the team. They're very limited with the amount of things they bring to the team, which I personally feel that is the reason why Maulers are behind the curve. Is when you look at a faction, let's say, like the Wilders all have synergy on each other, whether it's Iran, whether it's Leica, whether it's Tassie, they all kind of play off each other. But when you look at a lot of the Maulers, they don't. That's kind of the problem that I see with them. What should you buy after getting Arthur from the Labyrinth store? Dimensional emblems or a hero? Always dimensional emblems. Yep. Always focus on dimensional emblems. And there he is, guys. We get another copy of our boy Raku. Yep, definitely in the shop, dimensional emblems. With the amount of dimensional heroes we have, you have to buy those emblems. If not, you figure one dimensional hero is 300 emblems. So we got 3, 6, 9, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 heroes. That is 2,400 red chest. Absolute insanity if you're getting all of these to plus 30s. You have to supplement those dimensional heroes. And essentially, you're even going to use, because priority out of here, Ein's priority number 1. Absolutely priority number 1. Then it would, in my opinion, it would either be probably Albedo just because of the bonus that she brings. A lot of people do build Arthur or Ezio next, but looking at those, he will do well at a plus 20. Arthur will do the same. He'll do well at a plus 20. So right there, just those two alone, you need 600 of your dimensional emblems, or you need to pick out red chest. So there's going to be a lot of red chest there. Furry and Entendre goes to enemy side and die. Yeah, and that's the problem that I have with Entendre. Again, if you can get her to scale, if you get her support, if you can get her to scale, and again, that is kind of the if there, Javid. If you can get her to live, she's very, very hard to kill. If you kill her in the first probably 15 to 25 seconds, she stinks. That's it. She'll die really quick. What are my 3 Legends Challenger teams? Here I have 4. So here the 4 that I run, I don't even think. I'm trying to think where I can see my teams. I'm not even sure exactly I can see my teams. I run 4 teams in here. The team comps are a little bit tough. And as many of you guys know, I do not PvP, guys. I very, very rarely PvP. It's definitely not my strong suit. Even when it comes to casuals, I leave most all of the PvP to them because I really don't PvP. Who should be my next plus 30? Silas, Titus, or Leica? I would go Silas. Out of those 3, Nikon, the big reason with Silas is he is used in a couple Twisted Realm bosses, and that 20% bonus to attack rating, very, very strong. Leica will do well at 20. Titus will do well at 20. Absolutely, I would go with Silas. The other one, oh, not the championship. This one I use, this is my formation. So I use Iran with Leica. So the pole, I could do the 5 pole in there. Here, Alna and Lucy. And then here, of course, the Eins comp. That's the 3 teams that I've ran in here. I don't even know. I honestly do not even know the last time that I changed this team comp. I know it's been quite a bit. It's definitely been quite a bit. I got my twins to Mythic. Do I get them to Ascended or build Lucretia? Yep, Lucretia. Momo, definitely go build Lucretia once you get the twins to Mythic. And again, guys, the big thing focusing on building the twins to Mythic is getting this plus 20 signature item, increasing their survivability at Mythic. Then I would go straight to Lucretia. Tassie at plus 30, she does well, but even when you look here, the negation for the 10% of attack rating, it is good. Don't get me wrong, her ability is good. Just here you go 10, 15 to 20 to 30. It does make a significant difference, especially with her stats because she gets a little bit more haste. But ultimately, there are a lot of other heroes that are priority before her. So that's kind of the big thing, Smoker. There are a lot of heroes that are big priority before her. Ultimately, in time, I will build her. It's at 21 right now because I keep getting Wilder emblems. I will build it in time because I do use her in formations. Yep, Tassie 30 is Wales. So again, she is quite a ways down the list to get. Is Flora good to build? What's going on, Pixels? Flora is good to build, but Flora is a hero that requires a significant investment. So ultimately, Flora doesn't need her signature item, doesn't need her furniture too much. Big thing with Flora is she needs a team that scales, or excuse me, that delays. That's really the big thing is you need heroes with Flora, such as Thorin, that are really hard to kill. Running her with Taylene, that way Taylene comes back to life. Flora does a considerable amount of damage, but ultimately, again, you have to have heroes that are going to buy her time. If you lose, remember when you fight the fight with Flora, it's 4 versus 5 on the ground while she's in the air just doing damage. So they have to be strong enough or have enough survival to go ahead and buy her time. I know even Theowen does well with her just because she's immune to attack when she's in other heroes, when she kind of curses other heroes. So again, Flora is good, but it does take a team essentially to make her work well. Why is Lilith not do a collab with One Piece or Naruto or Bleach? They might Restless. I mean, that's kind of in their wheelhouse. exactly what they're doing. Real question is, why would one of those want to do a collab with AFK? Yeah, there you go, Sword. I'll die if they do One Piece. My heart can't take it. All right, guys. So we finished out the Misty Valley. So we'll go ahead and we'll collect up a little bit. It's time for summons. Last time we got really, really lucky with summons. I'm hoping this continues. I think Vulcan has been pulling some 5 pulls if I've been reading that correctly. So I'm hoping we can continue with some of the pulls. We'll get a couple more diamonds here. Let's pop open our chest. We'll use all of our stones. And I am really, really hoping that we can get lucky here, which would be nice. Region 15, RO60. Muffin said use an interesting PvP comp to beat a far. Oh, yeah, definitely. There are some one-off comps where a lot of people with PvP run very similar comps. There are some one-off comps that can beat the PvP comps just because of the RNG and kind of the randomness of AFK Arena. Is it worth to buy Arthur from the Labyrinth store? Do I need to buy him 4 times for a single copy? Moha, yes and yes. He is probably the best tank in the game with the mitigation, with what he brings to the team. He is definitely one of the best tanks in the game. One of the very few tanks that have damage mitigation. So I would absolutely build him. You do have to buy him 4 times, so it's going to take a considerable amount of time to buy him. But ultimately, yes, he is definitely. And the big thing though is when you buy him 4 times, he's built to whatever you fuse him with. So if you want a 5-star Ascended Hero, he can be that 5-star Ascended Hero. Just because you can build them up that quick. So look at all the stones we get out of here, guys. So a ton of rare stones, which is why I absolutely love Lilith doing the Misty Valley on repeat. All right, so we have 8 hero stones. So again, hopefully we can pull some copies of Raku. Let's see what we get here. So we got not too bad. We got Titus, a little bit of Mauler food. Isabella, we got double Sylvana. We got Skarath and we got Silas. So not too bad there. No Celestials or Hypogens, but that's okay because we still need a considerable amount of food. And I believe with Raku, that gives us 2. So we need 2, guys. We need 2 copies of Raku. Then we have enough to get him ascended. So not too bad overall. A little bit more food. There's another Isabella. There's another Silas, which I believe they are already... I think they're already maxed out, aren't they? There's Isabella, she is maxed out. There's Silas, she's maxed out. Good, because that gives us food, guys. We're still building Kelthar here. And I think we need a little bit more food. So we have 1, 2, and I think Oden is maxed out too. All right, we'll do the summons, then we'll work on some heroes. Is Ruspin team beat Einstall, Alna, Godcom before losing? Yeah, that's very awesome. So if you guys don't know, the Eins comp in PvP, it is just a monster. It's always been a monster. There's very niche team comps, I guess, that can beat the Eins team comp. Because essentially it was always Eins versus Eins. First Eins that ults wins, essentially. So it was really kind of cheesy that everybody just ran the same team comp and waited to see who ulted first, essentially. Is Theowen a substitute for Orthos in Florestal, or is he still a necessity? Yeah, Theowen will work. Theowen will work instead of Orthos. Orthos is very powerful, but essentially in that Flora comp, yeah, Theowen is a good substitute in that combination. All right, guys, so we don't have that many summons in here. So we got 1 of our companion point pulls, and then we have a couple to go ahead and pull desired. There we go, guys. We got an elite. Is it going to be Raku? It is. Copy of Kren. So not too bad there. Got a copy of Kren. So here we go, Raku. We have 2 of 7. We need 2 copies of him. So I'm hoping with our 9,000 diamonds that we're going to get a copy of him. All right, pull number 1, just a couple rare cards. We got 2 more copies or 2 more pulls. Rare cards. So now we need a double. So right now we need a double to have enough copies to pull him. Double! There it is, guys. We got it. Look at that. Double Raku. Oh, that is what we needed. That is what we needed. Very, very cool. There is our double, guys. Using all of our resources, we got the double. That is the luck we get with the streaming summons. Streaming summons, we get the doubles. That is awesome. That is so lucky. Yeah, we pulled one out of the friendship summon, pulled a double out of there. Wow, there's another copy of Kren, so we'll continue to build him. Very, very nice summons again, guys. That is awesome. Yeah, that was very, very lucky to pull him. Wow, that was awesome. So that gives us our double copies of him. So now we just need food. What do we got? We got 1, 2, 3. I think that's it. So you know what? I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You know what? I'm gonna do it. And guys, I'm gonna pull the trigger. I know Almas is going to get reworked very, very soon, but I want to finish him out. So we're gonna go ahead. And I'm going to borrow one of my Almases. Guys, we haven't used any of our Ascended Heroes yet. But the first one, because that way we can move on to Peggy. And there we go, guys. So we used an Almas. So there is Mythic. There he is. So we get his avatar frame. Boom, he is Ascended. If you guys don't know, Peggy and Raku, I absolutely love the avatar frames. Raku has been seeing a lot of gameplay. Very, very powerful hero. Peggy, unfortunately, hasn't been seeing that much. Still have to find a place where she really, really does work. Here we get 50 amplifying emblems, guys, and there he is. So short-lived with our Ellard frame. So we'll go ahead and swap. There he is. I actually want to change this too. Let's go to this one now. We'll go with this one for him. There we go. Very nice. Not the best hero in the game. Oh, yeah, exactly. Almas, guys, and Almas is probably one of my favorite heroes. He is the hero I want to see them rework and just be a monster tank, just for the simple fact that so many people have dogged Almas for so long. They need to help him. They really, really need to boost him up. So the hunting fields, guys, are done. Misty Valley is done. So we are pretty well complete. Even the Dismal Lab. Dismal Lab was really, really tough. If you guys haven't run the Dismal Lab yet, it is very, very tough. So ultimately, we have, it looks like a couple more. I think we have a couple of these that we can actually unlock. 1, 2, and I think we have our final one there. But guys, let me know. We can go ahead and run through the Forest Escapade, clean this place out, just like we have, or I can swap over to the test server and we can check out some of the Magician's Hat. So let me know in chat, guys, if you want us to swap over. We can hop on the test server and check it out for a little bit. That way we can do all of our dailies on there, do some polls, or if you just want to go ahead and finish out here with the Forest Escapade. Peggy is mostly PvE as a shield healer knockback. Yeah, exactly, Board. That's what I've heard from a lot of people is she's not really used for so much. Minty says go. So Minty wants to go. Board lost a few heroes. Yeah, absolutely. I did the same. It took me, I had to use a Duras tier. So I actually went through there and I had to use one of the Duras tier, which was tough. It had been a long time. So let's see, we got test server, forest. Kenneth wants to finish out the forest. Test server. All right. So let's hop over to the test server, guys. We'll check it out. And I think I'm going to lose this one. I didn't really pay much attention to it. Let's finish out this battle, and then we'll hop over, guys. That way you can get kind of a sneak peek of what it is. Very, very cool event. Again, the Magician's Hat is one of my favorite because you get so much loot. Not only do you get loot out of all of the chests and everything that you summon, but it's a very, very cool event. So let's minimize this, guys, and we will pop up our blue stacks. We'll open up the test server. And we'll load up the test server here. The Durst Tears. Trying to save those. All right, so there it is, guys. There is Starstruck. There is the Isold skin. Unfortunately, again, it is purchase only. So it is buy. There is no option to get this very, very cool looking skin. For Lorzen, you have to buy them out of the event. So unfortunately, you're going to have to buy them. How does Dismal Maze Labyrinth differ from the Arcane Labyrinth? So with the Dismal Maze, Tirth, it is a lot more difficult. It has 3 floors. In there, when you get to the 3rd floor, you have double teams. So it's very, very strong, very, very tough. When you get to double teams in the Dismal Maze, it is super, super tough to get through, especially if you don't have 2 very solid team comps. You're not going to make it through the Dismal Maze. Again, it is very tough. Even a lot of players that are further in AFK Arena have some difficulties getting through the Dismal Maze. So I'm just going in here, and we have to do our dailies on here. The dailies are how you get your tokens. So they're short of buying them, which we can look at the shop in a minute. I know a lot of people always ask about the shop. You have to do your dailies in here essentially to get all of your items. Almost has to be reworked completely. There are too many heroes that do better than him. If you guys haven't seen, guys, chest 375. If you're in the Fabled Realm, we've been getting these extra chests. I get 4 extra right there, which is pretty cool. It's a free little bonus for when you're getting further into the Fabled Realm. Here we go. So that should just about do it. Yeah. Almost definitely needs a solid rework. He needs from the ground up. They need to change him up. Kaz too. Kaz is another hero. So here, guys, there is our little tokens. Those are the magical tickets that you pick up from doing your dailies. I loved when they came from the AFK rewards. When we randomly picked up here, just like we got keys, things of that nature in the past. But now that is how many we get. So looking at the Magician's Hat, you get 275 a day. So not too bad. Clear chapter 26 to unlock the Dismal Maze. Yeah, the Dismal Maze does take a considerable amount of time. So here, guys, we don't have enough for 10 tricks. But looking at the probabilities, the further you are, the more you unlock in here. So even here, I don't have 3 level 30 signature item heroes, so I can't unlock this final one. Every one that you unlock just gives you a better chance of pulling everything out of here. Hoping I can get enough copies of Saurus to ascend him soon, seeing as I have a piece of furniture for him. Pico, I would definitely agree with you. Saurus is a really big priority. Essentially, you're going to run Saurus in the Twisted Realm for a majority of the battles to get your Twisted Essence. Up into the point of building Grez, Saurus is the go-to. Yeah, Saurus is the absolute go-to. I know, Preston. So when you guys look in the Dismal Maze, and if you guys haven't seen this yet, it's kind of interesting. So here, right here, so we're in 325th place as a guild. That is my highest guildie that has gotten 560 of our Twisted Essence. What a lot of people don't realize, yeah, that's a lot of tree juice. 560, this is split with your guild. So a lot of people don't realize that. Right there, so that is split with the guild. So looking here at my guild, we have 45 of 70 players. It will split this reward by how many players you have in the guild, or I think it just splits it by 70. It is what you get. So what do you get with tickets from the event? So this is the Magician's Hat. So when you do a trick, which it doesn't matter if you do 1 or 10 because it's 30 or 300. When you do a trick, he actually throws his hat. The hat pops out a special little bonus. We get, there we go. So 2 hours, 4 of them. And we get this little hat trick or circus medals. So once you get up here, you do unlock 10 of those circus medals. So we can do a couple tricks and then we'll go through the event. The event, guys, the rewards, boom, faction scroll, very, very nice. And this just continues to add up till we get 10. Then you get to purchase whatever you're looking for. That is awesome. 3 24-hour chests. That is awesome. So you just go through here, do your dailies, you get the tickets, then you can go ahead and buy stuff. So here is the exchange, guys. Usually 2 comps is not enough for all the Dismal without tiers. Yeah, Nick, probably 3 or 4 comps in the Dismal, just for the simple fact they lock out specific factions. So there will be specific factions that are locked out. Do I know about Chi-Chi? What about Chi-Chi Restless? I'm hoping we can either see a Thane or Oscar rework soon. Like Thane design-wise looks so neat. Yeah, Pico, I definitely agree. Thane needs a rework. Oscar is relatively new. They made some adjustments to Oscar, so I'm not sure if they would do him, but Thane, absolutely. So in here, guys, one, we have the Lures and Skin. So if you are free to play, this is going to be the only place that you can get the Lures and Skin if you are free to play. If you want the Lures and Skin, this is it, just like we've seen with last events. They also do have the Salon Music skin set. So this is a skin that is for the Oak Inn. So essentially, you can buy these with diamonds. So guys, do not use your event items on these. Definitely do not use them because you can buy them. This is even the one, I believe it was Christmas, the Glacial Lullaby. You can buy them with diamonds, so purchase them with diamonds. Even if you're free to play, purchase the sets with diamonds if you want them on the accounts. Definitely go ahead and purchase them, and they are 7,200 diamonds. So don't buy this. Save your diamonds. You get a lot of diamonds. Go ahead and buy them. Down here, amplifying emblems. We got primordial emblems. Ultimately, red chests are always the strongest priority out of here, other than the heroes. So what a lot of people will do are pick up celestial or hypogen heroes, substitute the rest with red chests. If you have the heroes already offered for the event, you can go ahead and just buy the red chest, which a lot of players do buy the red chest. I always pick up some faction chests just because we do pay to win. Remember, guys, what we get in super chats, what we get in super stickers, what we get in YouTube revenue, all of the memberships to the channel, all the bits that we get over on Twitch, all the revenue that goes into the pay to win account. That is how we buy all of our rare faction chests. We bought those out last time. We bought out all of our fragment chests. We bought out a ton of red chests, and we bought out 4 heroes. So we had a lot going in there. But we're going to have to break down the priority because Dura's fragments are very, very strong, guys. Getting the original artifacts to 5 stars, especially because of one, Dura's Call. Dura's Call at 5 stars is probably one of the best relics, if not the best relic in the game, or artifact. Even from the beginning, Dura's Call is the most powerful. You will use this through the entire game, which is the same with the Eye. So Dura's Eye, again, getting it to 5 stars, which with this event, I'll be able to get mine on the pay to win account to 5 stars. So we will actually get it up to 5 stars. We will max out the relic with the Dura's Eye this time. We did the Call last time. Not only can you then sell the relics essentially for money, or the fragments for money, for gold, you will have one of the most powerful artifacts in the game with the Dura's Eye and the Call. They're the two. They're really the two that you want to buy. Yeah, Tree Juice for 30 is a pretty good price, especially when red chests are running 15. That's relatively cheap as well. I think, Board, I think that's a little expensive is what you mean. Yeah. What's going on, Fleeka? Yeah, so a little bit expensive there for the Tree Juice. But remember, guys, the Tree Juice, this is the reason I say to pull this out of chest, to pick up the Tree Juice when you have an opportunity to, is Tree Juice is very, very limited. Yeah, it is very, very limited. But ultimately, guys, when we get down here, looking at the heroes, priority, you're going to have 1 or 2 priorities. Furry, I'll get 3 artifacts maxed out. Very nice, Javid, as free to play. And Yorit is joining us an hour late. Thank you for joining us, Yorit. So essentially, guys, looking at the heroes, you really have one of 2 choices here, in my opinion. Number 1 would be getting copies of Mortis. The reason is Mortis you want to get to Elite Plus because of his empowerment ability. This is the real ability that you're looking for. You don't need signature item on him. You don't need art, or you don't need furniture on him. So ultimately, you need Mortis to E plus, Elite plus. Ultimately, if one, you buy him out of here, great. Two, you stargaze for him until you get 2 copies, great. Both ways, you just want to get him up to Elite plus. After Mortis, clear 100% is Lucretia. Again, guys, when it comes to the Stargazer, when it comes to the campaign, she is the priority. She is probably one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful hero in the game. She can solo stages by herself. It's absolutely crazy how strong she is. And Taylene has kind of started taking a little bit of a backseat. She does really well in team formations. You'll definitely use her in a couple different instances. But when you have heroes like Lucy, Lucretia, that can solo campaign stages by herself, or heroes like Taylene that need a team to support, Lucretia becomes the very obvious choice, just because she can do it by herself. Zephyriel, again, is really PvP based. He does work in a couple different formations. I've seen him used with Joker quite a bit because of his stunning ability, his crowd control ability. But ultimately, he takes a backseat to these other heroes to have them built and to really build them maxed out. Wukong, you can get him out of the Labyrinth store. There's no reason to buy Wukong in here. You will pull him out of the Labyrinth store. Same with Arthur. And he is 60, which is very, very expensive. Then, of course, guys, we have all of our regular heroes. And do not buy the regular heroes. The regular heroes are not worth it because you can do desired hero summons. You can do, they're in the wish list. You can do faction scrolls if you're looking for specific heroes. These heroes at a 60 cost are not worth it. Maybe if they were at 5, maybe. But ultimately, you can get these. These are very, very expensive. Same with Wukong. That is very expensive, especially because you're limited to what you can buy out of the Labyrinth, which he is one to pick out. Yes, right there, Javid says it. Having 2 copies of Mortis, very beneficial, definitely. Red Chess or Mortis and Lucretia. So Marcello, essentially, you're going to be able to pick up one or the other as free to play. Again, looking at the priority, looking at the long game, looking at AFK Arena in general, you're going to use Mortis in the Twisted Realm. You're going to use him in a bunch of different team comps. You're going to use him in the Abyssal Expedition. You're going to have at least an Elite Plus Mortis. If you can merc him, great. Definitely go ahead and merc him. If you have access to Mortis, great. If you can get him to E+, that is where you want him at the bare minimum. But if you're not going for Mortis, then definitely Lucretia. So as free to play, I would pick up Lucretia or Mortis would be my first choice. Picking up 1 copy of one of those because that's what you'll have, followed by Red Chest. Red Chest out of every event is very, very beneficial. You're always going to need Red Chest. Short of a event like this is the only place you're going to get them and the only place you're going to get Red Chests in bulk. Looking at Primordial and Amplifying Emblems, you can buy them out of the shop with gold. You get them out of summons, so definitely not buying those. Gear, with the amount of faction gear now, I'm surprised this is not considerably cheaper. In here, yes, you can choose the faction gear, but since the faction gear is in the guild store now, there's no reason, again, to buy this because you're going to get the faction gear that you want out of the guild shop. Might take a little bit of time, but there's nothing else to do with your guild coins. Poe coins, yes, there are right there. 3,000 for 15. Again, Poe coins, not really a great investment because you can buy them out of the shop and you can refresh the shop. So again, the big priority out of here, Mortis or Lucretia, followed by the Red Chest. Not worth merking a hero. Yeah, I could see, since you have 3 slots in there, Javid, I could see using one of your 3 slots to merc him, especially just using him in the Twisted Realm would be a good way. All I use is Lucretia to speed run the Misty Valley. Yeah, exactly. I do the same with Ainz. I just pop Ainz in there and we just destroy the Misty Valley. Because since we only need 4 of each hero, when the Misty Valley started, we need 5 of every hero. Since now we only need 4 of every hero, it makes it easy just to drop Lucretia in there or drop Ainz in there. Does both the same. So guys, overall, very, very cool event. This is probably one of my favorite events because, again, you get loot. There we go, guys. 2 Stargazer cards. Just right there. So you do get loot from every single summons, again, which is what I absolutely love, is the amount of loot you get. Because you got to figure, if you get 275 cards a day over the 12 days for the event, that's a lot of loot. Guys, it really, really adds up with the amount of loot you get out of here. And especially if you save everything until the end of the event, you get the faction scrolls, you get the common scrolls, you get the Stargazer cards. Just stockpile to the end of the event and see exactly what you get. I got Peggy's avatar from the heroic ship. Little wish away, definitely nice. I like Peggy's avatar frame. I think her avatar frame is very, very cool, which is right here. It's so very cool looking. That is probably one of the best avatar frames that I've seen. With her little crown and everything. It is very, very nice. I have Legendary plus Taylene, Elite, Lucretia, Zero Mortis. I would either go Mortis or I would go with Lucretia. Just like Javid said, Lucretia, Mortis, Taylene. Out of those two, I would go either Mortis or Lucretia first. If you're looking for Lucretia, you're going to buy Mortis. If you're looking for Mortis, you're going to buy Lucretia. Either way, with a Stargazer, you're going to have, you're going to have both. You're going to buy them both either way. So really dependent. Well, the other thing to really look at though is where you are in AFK Arena. If you're a little bit earlier game, Lucretia, absolutely, you're going to push a ton of events. If you're early game, mid game, if you're a little bit further in the game, where you're hitting the Twisted Realm and you're using, using team comps in there, definitely trying to maximize. Mortis is your choice. Yeah, let me show you the daily bundle. So here, the Visiting Merchant, 810, which that seems kind of off. And usually, guys, when it comes to the US servers, this is 25, or when it comes to global, it's usually 25, 50, and 100. That seems weird, like they're going to do a 30, a 50, and 100. Let me know, board. What do you think about that? It looks like, because usually it's like 27, but now it's 30, 50. So it looks like a 30, 50, 100, which looks kind of weird. Merchant ship, of course, it has them in here. Look at that, guys. $1 for 90. That is right, guys, 90. And then, of course, $5 for 180. This is always, if you're looking to just be, if you're a very, very light spender, the $1 bundle. Because essentially over 12 days you spend $12, but that is a ton. That is an absolute ton of magic tickets out of here for 12 bucks. Again, if you're a light spender, definitely, it's always well worth it to buy them in here. I'd never buy anything in the event deals. This is very, very expensive. I break it down with a cost ratio. How many cards do I get for my $30 value? The merchant ship, this is always the best buy, followed by the $5 cards, and then the $10 card, which we don't have because it's free to play here. Yeah, that's what I thought, board. It looked like it was a little bit glitched, because usually it's 25, 50, 100. And even the amount here, that's off. It seems like it's off. And again, guys, this is the test server, so it's definitely a little bit different. When is the Prince of Persia update? Blue Jay, as of right now, nothing. As of right now, we have no update. We haven't seen anything, no release date, anything of that nature. So as of right now for the Prince of Persia, there is nothing. Labyrinth of Limbo, which is awesome, that is coming up. Misty Valley, of course, is up right now. And then I don't know, we didn't get anything in the Voyage yet. So New Voyage isn't up. Peaks of Time, make sure you guys are doing the Peaks of Time. A lot of people forget about these. The Echoing Valley just came up shortly on the global servers, and of course the Trial of God is up. Make sure that you are pushing those pretty much anytime you can. And I think on here we got Peggy. So what do we need? We need like one Peggy or two Peggies. Let's see. Let's get some Peggies. Why not? Where is Miss Peggy at? So we need 2 copies of Peggy, which, as you can see, again over here we just kind of save resources. So there's 1 copy of Peggy. Let's see if we can pull a second one. There we go, guys. 2 copies of Peggy. What was the $5 bundle? Let me take a look, board. The $5 bundle was $180. So 90 to 180. So very, very cool. But again, guys, the dollar bundle is very cheap. And I know we just got the Peggy avatar frame, guys, but there it is. We got really, really lucky with Peggy on here. So we're going to pick up that avatar frame as well, and we're going to pop it on there because I think it is very cool. That is the one and only we got there, guys. There's our Peggy frame. There are different things. One for Magician, one is by... What do you mean, Farquad? There are different things. One is for a Magician, one is for buy. Well, yeah, you can either buy the cards or you can earn the cards. So you earn the cards in the dailies. Going through here, the chests and the dailies give you the cards. If you're looking to spend money, of course, the merchant, you can buy the cards. You can actually purchase the cards. So you can essentially get multiple copies of heroes. I think the Oak Inn, we have a ton of... Yeah, we're at 71,000. And again, guys, this is the test server. I don't really do that much on here. We're in chapter 29 right now. So we definitely got, definitely made some progression. You could get 9 copies of Lucretia for $30. No, Farquad, it's a lot more expensive than that. Because essentially, when you look at the gift cart, right here, Lucy is 90. So with Lucy being 90, you have to get 300 of the cards. Yep. So you need 300 of the cards to get 10 of the tricks. You need 90 of the tricks. So I'm sure even breaking out the calculator really quick. So if you need 90 of those times you need 10 there. Yep, you need 900. So you need 900 of our little 900 of your magic tricks to get a copy, which is quite a bit. Considering you get 275 a day, you need a lot. You need quite a few. Those bundles is different. That card, yeah, yep. You need the cards to summon for tokens. When you get the tokens, the cards essentially you get the circus medals. You need 90 of the circus medals. Yep, that's 900 there for Lucretia. There you go. 8,100 tokens is what you need. So board doing some quality math for us there. So essentially you get 275. Well, that can't be right because you only get 275 a day. The $30 is coins. Oh, you mean the $30? Yeah, the $30 here, which, like I said, this $30 bundle, it might be bugged because that's not usually what they offer. Usually it's $25, $50, and $100, and then it just doubles to here and then doubles to there. Again, I think that's something they'll change a little bit. They'll change a little bit when it comes to the global. I guess you'd buy if you were going to push medium spending. Yeah, just kind of figure out exactly what you're looking to spend. Again, guys, if you're putting $1 in your $5, whatever it may be, plan out what you're going to buy, how many cards you need, do the math, just like Board did in there. Make sure that you go through, run the numbers, do the math. You don't want to come up short and have to either bite the bullet and spend more or miss out on essentially what you're looking to pick up. Yep, so 275 of the cards times 12 days, because that is the only place we're getting them right now. Let's see, we got some stones on here. Not too bad there. Some Elite Stones. We'll do a couple summons here, guys, and that'll conclude it for tonight. So we have one more copy of Peggy. Let's go ahead and let's go for Grez. We need Grez in here, but we'll just go ahead and do the rest of our summons. These are the free scrolls we got. So wish list, we're just going to keep the same. Look at that, a double for our first pull there. Twins and Aziz really on the test server. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Not too bad, though. How many of you would love to get that pull? Muffin King is here. Look at that. Wow. Two of the most sought after heroes in AFK Arena. Just saved me 250,000 cards here and some Stargazer pulls. That is awesome. That is a pretty funny double pull there. Yeah, the straw hat. Yeah, what was that? And another double. Can it be again? Is it? It is. Damon and Inoki. Very nice. Is the bundle from the Visiting Merchant tokens or Magician cards? Let me check, board. And we'll come back. Let's do a couple more summons. Look at that, guys. That gave us copies of Aziz. That gave us copies of Damon. And that actually takes him up. Even here, guys, that takes him to Mythic. And then we're building the Twins as well. That gives me one extra copy there. Yeah, get two of the same God tier comp. So now what we were saying here, 30 is 810. Those are the cards. Those are the tickets. So how much for one Lucy in the event? Well, again, let's break out my calculator. So if it costs, it's 300 of the tickets for 10. I'm sure board is doing the math there. Because essentially you got 90 times your 300 that it costs. 2,700? Am I coming up with the right math? 2,700? Because if it's token, time to whale out. Yeah. Nope, it looks like it's cards. There you go. So you get 3,320. That's what I thought, Nikon. Quick math, I did 2,700 for a copy, leaving you 600 for 20 red chests. So you can definitely get some chests out of here. You can definitely get some copies of Mortis or get the copies of Lucretia. Yeah, they're Magician cards. Yep. 2,700 for one Lucy. So after 10 days, you can get your copy of Lucy or Mortis, depending on who you're building. Even here on the test server, I'm going to have to go through and figure out some of our formations. There's another elite, so you need to do 9 times 10 pulls. Yes, to essentially get all of the cards, yes. You need 2,700 of the Magician's tricks to pull the copy of Lucy. So again, 10 days. You get 275, so just about 10 days. Yep, Nikon did it right, guys. But refer to his math there, 2,700 for a copy. And another elite right there, which is Rowan. We got a copy of Rowan there. Very nice. And another elite. We're getting real lucky over on the test server, which is Raku. We've already got a couple copies of Raku. And let's see. I don't think we've bought in. Let's buy this up a little. I always buy these to 200. Doesn't cost very many diamonds, but it just makes it easier for summons. Can we still get the animated avatar of Raku if we manage? Yes, you can, Evan. As long as the ship is still here before the heroic ship sails, you can definitely get copies of Raku. You can get the avatar frame. Even on the test server, we have 38 days left. So you still have a ton of time. The event itself, so the event drops are 12 days. The event itself runs for 14. Once you get back to your pay-to-win account, can you show your Chapter push formations. Yep, I can. Yep, it runs for 12 days, Javid. It's 14 days in total. The last 2 days are the redemption period, but 12 days to get the cards. 12 days to get the magic tricks. And another double, guys, to finish out those, which is Peggy and Rowan. Still very weird to see the Peggy card there, but that's very, very cool, guys. Another copy of Peggy. And here I'm going to stick with my Light Bears. The Light Bears have been giving us a lot of love lately. There we go. Another Elite, which gives us... Didn't even have them unlocked when we have Peggy Ascended. That's pretty funny to see. Couple more cards there. Then we got a couple summons. We're going to stick with our Light Bears. Another copy of Cecilia, adding stars to Cecilia, adding stars to Rowan. Let's see if we can get Peggy. One more copy of Peggy. There is Peggy. There we go, guys. I wish I could call it like that every time, because now we need a copy of Rowan. Let's go, Rowan! Rowan! That's it, guys. 2 for 2. 2 for 2 on the summon calls. The Rowan is getting there, guys. That's pretty funny to have the RNG luck. There we go. That is ascended. So we'll put a star on Cecilia. We'll put a star on Peggy. And I love doing the heroes that are in the heroic ship, because that will give us, guys, that is right, 6,000 pole coins. You like that, Pluto? just call in the heroes before they come out. We got lucky. We got lucky on that one, guys. Isn't that pretty funny? Yeah, exactly. We need to buy some lotto tickets here. So we got a couple more. And let's see who we're going to get out of here. Who's going to call it? Who's going to call the next one? All right. Board's going to get the twins. I think we're going to get Colin Damon. Colin Damon next. We got 2 more summons, guys. These usually don't yield elites, but there it is. We're calling Silas again. Another copy of Silas. Very nice. Colin Damon's getting Badens. That's not too good. Here we're still looking for Lucy. Boom. There we go. Let's see. No copies. We got a Wilder card, though. So not too bad. Overall, we got really lucky with our summons. I'm going to have to go through here and see who we're going to build, who we can get up to Ascended, because I know we got a couple copies there of Silas. We have a lot of food on all of these accounts. And again, guys, this is the test server. We don't play it too much. Yeah, exactly. The Lilith Prophet. I can call the cards before their turn, guys. That was very, very funny to see. All right, though. Yep, no twins. Well, I was giving you all of my luck. I thought Board wanted twins, not me. But guys, that will do it. So get ready. The Magician's Hat coming very, very soon. Usually within about 3 to 5 days, you'll see it pop up on the global servers. Make sure you're doing this every day. You have to do your dailies, especially during the event. You'll get loot out of every single pull. Plus, you'll get copies, so you can pull a copy of Lucretia, or if you want Mortis, and you can also get red chests out of here. If you already have the heroes built, go ahead and just pull the red chest, essentially, out of this event. So very, very cool, guys. This is awesome to see this event. I wish they had a boss tied to it. I wish they'd change it up a little bit. But ultimately, guys, you're not going to be able to get the Isolde skin for free. You do have to purchase only. Then, of course, we do have the Lorzen skin, which you can buy. But remember, it is only looks, meaning that there is nothing tied to it short of the look of the skin. Not really much of a benefit, but it is expensive. But essentially, if you want it free to win, that is it, or free to play, that is the only way to get it. Man, Lucy's getting everyone's rating. Yeah, Lucy, we got lucky. We got really lucky with. How many red chests can you get free to play? I think they said 3,300 was the maximum cards. So do 3,300 is what? So if we can get 90 here and you can pull, they're what, 15 each? So that's like what, 200? I think it's around 200, Vic. Which I know we did a little bit of the math. But I'm thinking because 15, 30, 60, 90 is what, 246 out of there. So that's 120, 140. I think it's 140. 140? Ashitis says 140. Yep, I think it is 140. Again, just doing the very rough math. 20 or 40, I can't see. It's blurry. Yeah, I think it is 140. So I think you can get 140 red emblems, which is halfway to a 30. Little bit low on my scale. I wish this was 10. But ultimately, if you do the red chest, you're going to forego getting the hero, essentially. I have an Elite Mortis and no Lucretia. Ender, definitely Lucretia. Absolutely. So there we go. Serbian Gamer, 7 red chests without Lucretia, which is 140 chests, or Lucretia in 20 chests. So the change. But yep, Ender, I would absolutely go with Lucretia after you have Mortis, especially because she's in the event. I would go ahead and pick her up. So guys, that will do it for the stream for tonight. Again, guys, big shout out to the new subs. Monsi is a sub. Jacko, we got a Twitch donation, so thank you very much. That is what makes the pay-to-win account happen, guys. Thank you guys for joining me for live stream. We are on our way to 20,000 subscribers. That is right. We're at 16 and some change, going on 17,000 subscribers. We're well over 500 subscribers or 500 members on the Discord channel. So it's been absolutely crazy how fast this has been growing. So again, guys, thank you guys for joining me for the stream. Absolutely love doing it. Big shout out to Javid, to Board, to everybody else answering questions in the chat that I'm not catching sometimes because they come through pretty quick. So again, guys, thank you guys for joining me. Have a good night. And as always, guys, thank you guys for watching.